Hello, thanks for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani. In the headlines, Dominica to observe World Consumer Rights Day on March 13. We take a midterm look at city mayor's performance, and US-based foundation DAHI makes computer donation. Details of our headline stories and more in just a moment.
Dominica is blessed with an abundance of water, but getting it to your home is an expensive venture. You have a responsibility to conserve water, to use it wisely. Remember the old adage, you never miss the water till the well runs dry. Think water, think life.
Thanks for staying with us. Dominica joins the rest of the international community on Friday in observance of World Consumer Rights Day under the theme Consumer Rights to Healthy Foods. World Consumer Rights Day is an opportunity to promote the basic rights of all consumers and for demanding that those rights are respected and protected. As part of activities marking Friday's observance, the Ministry of Trade is partnering with the Healthy Lifestyle and Corporate Wellness Services to host an exhibition on the ground floor of the government headquarters.
At the exhibition tomorrow, I'll be participating in that exhibition, and there will be a display of healthy foods, and not only a display, but people will be able to sample and taste what healthy food is like. In fact, some people think that you must have meat or you must have this on your plate in order to eat healthy, but we can show you alternatively what you can do.
In other news, the Honorable Minister for Trade, Energy and Employment, Ian Douglas, is calling on village councillors to work diligently towards meeting the needs of villagers. He was addressing the 10th inaugural meeting of the Maho Chimit Taru Village Council, where he represented the Honorable Prime Minister. He asked the councillors to emulate their parliamentary representative, Honorable Rayburn Blackmore, who, in his mind, has worked for the good of the constituency.
We give you the commitment as a cabinet colleague of his. It's a collective responsibility. So I give you the commitment that that level of representation will definitely continue. You've heard the Prime Minister said it. He has put the PAL reps on notice that we must pay attention to the issues that affect the lives of the people. Because at the end of the day, that's what we were elected to do, to represent the people. And so you, the councillors, you must remember that your sole purpose is to represent the people. Everything that you do has to be geared towards making the lives of the people that you represent better. You must expend all your energies and you must spare no effort in ensuring that after your 3-year term is over, the people can look back and say that you have done a brilliant job in representing them.
The Honorable Minister stressed the importance of working towards creating a better country for future generations.
At the end of the day, when we create a better Mahu, when we create a better Jimit, when we create a better Warner, ultimately when we create a better Dominica, 20 years from now, our children wouldn't remember whether we were freedom workers or labor. They will remember that we made a contribution to making Mahu the best place to live in Dominica.
He applauded the villagers for showing their interest in the development of the communities that the council serves.
Your presence here signifies that you are ready, willing and able to support the council, to support your PAL rep for the development of Maho, of Warner, of Jimit and of all the beautiful communities that make up the council here this afternoon.
5 primary schools and 1 preschool are now better equipped to carry out daily functions and educate students thanks to a donation by the Dominica Health and Education Initiative, DAHI, on Thursday. DAHI is a US-based non-profit charitable organization with a mission to elevate the health and education sector in Dominica. The foundation donated desktop computers to 5 primary schools, namely the Soufriere, Caleb John Laura, Grand Bay, Wharton Wavern and Cooley Street primary schools, and 1 laptop to Bright Beginning Center. Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine extended appreciation on behalf of the ministry, noting that community plays an important role in the education sector.
It is always a good thing when corporate citizens schools and non-profit organizations give back to education. And I say give back to education because school belongs to the community. Everyone here, everybody goes to school. And school is what puts you on the path to success, because that's where you gain your education. That's where you gain the knowledge, the skills, the attitude to make you the kind of person that you really want to be and that you should be. And so when corporate citizens and non-profit organizations, non-governmental organizations give back to education, this is very important, because government alone, the education system alone, the Ministry of Education alone cannot do it.
Office supplies and other stationery will also be distributed to early childhood centers across the island. Joycelyn Graham-Larond, representing Dahai, presented the equipment to principals of the primary schools and early childhood education officer Vida George. Dahai has also delivered medical supplies to the Roseau Health Center and the lab of the Princess Margaret Hospital. Initiatives such as these lend to government's effort to improve the delivery of education with related training, one of the most important tools for development. A total of 21 desktop computers and 2 laptops were purchased for this cause at an estimated cost of over $60,000. 15 other schools will benefit from similar donations in the upcoming weeks. The Dominica Health and Education Initiative was founded by Dominicans Dr. Anne-Marie Larond Richard and Farah Larond Hutchinson. In more education news, the Honorable Minister for Information Science, Telecommunications and Technology, Kelva Darrow, says his government will continue to invest in the educational needs of its people as a way forward to diminish poverty on the island. The Honorable Minister was addressing a ceremony on Monday for the signing of a $292,000 contract for the renovation of the ICT Center of Excellence at the Dominica State College.
Government is therefore convinced that the educational, intellectual, and entrepreneurial development of its people is most critical for the enhanced socio-economic development of this country. The government is resolved in ensuring that every child has access to complete and relevant education, that every citizen, whether elderly, mentally or physically challenged, has a role to play in the socio-economic development of our beloved country.
As early as 2000, the Dominica Labour Party administration introduced its Education Development Plan 2000 to 2005 and beyond to guarantee equitable access to high-quality education and training. Mayor of the City of Roseau, Her Worship Irene John, is satisfied that amidst challenges, she is well on her way to achieving her plans for the city. Her Worship was sworn into office in December 2013. In her maiden address, Her Worship detailed plans to address dilapidated properties in the city, repair sidewalks, and give attention to vagrants on the streets. In an exclusive interview with GIS News on Thursday, Her Worship the Mayor spoke about one of her successes.
So far, I cannot say that I have achieved all what I have set out to achieve, but I know we're making inroads, and I know by the help of the Almighty Father we will achieve. One of the things is that the sanitary workers, we were not able to pay them for a full fortnight, and that went on for a little while. We decided to first set out to do it for 6 months, but of course it lasted for more than 6 months, and that was a great concern to me. And I decided I will explore every area, every avenue to see how I can get these people back on full fortnight, and that I was able to achieve with the assistance of the government through the NEP program. They were able to come in and, and come in and fill up the 3 days that they were short by. So that is ongoing so far, and I'm very happy about that.
A challenge which continues to plague the council is that of non-compliance of property owners to pay taxes.
Some persons have that contention that, why should I pay tax and you're not picking up my garbage, you're not fixing the road, you're not cleaning the gutter. But you see, by law, it is mandated by law that municipal taxes must be paid by citizens of the country.
There is a positive aspect of her tenure, though, that supersedes all others.
What works well to my mind is that the council, the staff of the council, and the councillors, we all have our heads together and we're working in close collaboration. There is that sort of unity, you know, one knows what the other is doing. And as Mr. Baptiste will tell you, I am always here. They see me often. I know what is happening. I know what the good time is, and I know what the bad time is. And I always try to see how quickly I can deal with whatever the situation is and come up with a very quick solution.
Overall, Her Worship John is pleased that work is progressing well. She says if given another chance, she would be happy to serve as mayor again. We will bring you more from this interview in subsequent newscasts. And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is next with Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominica Labour Party qui bâtit 18 maisons neuves en Jimmet pour assister les gens qui étaient affectés par des désastres naturels. Parole celle-là sortie au Parlement, Honorable Ribbon Blackmore, pendant la cérémonie d'inauguration du village contre Maho qui était en place lundi. Ces maisons celle-là, selon Honorable Blackmore, c'est plus que 15 000 maisons que le gouvernement qui bâtit en bas programme Révolution CAI qui a fini en réalité tout 900 ans. Travail bâti CAI déjà commencé en Campbell, Wana et puis Maho. Honorable Blackmore dit ces maisons là c'est pour les gens qui passent à Ford. Ministre Blackmore a aussi du bout derrière pour mettre pour bâtir projet en Jimmet. Projet ministère a mentionné c'est Plainfield pour mettre qui était fait pendant l'élection générale. Honorable Blackmore a mis attention à ces plusieurs d'autres projets de développement pour constituency là. En autre nouvelle, Dominique Kembonché puis la Western la terre pour observer Journée internationale Consumers. Ministre Commodity a organisé un health fair à l'occasion Government Headquarters pour sensibiliser le monde bon nourrissement. Yo contracté notre Priscilla Privo pour assister.
Eh bien, ça c'est une journée l'année ça là. Il commençait longtemps, mais nous avons célébré en Dominique. Ça c'est Ministry of Trade et puis moi pour aider yo. Et puis en exhibition yo ni demain puisque Jula qu'a parlé contre moun qui moun ni right yo pour taper manger qui bon, healthy food, consumer rights to healthy foods or healthy diet. Comme ça nous garder moun ni en obligation pour yo taper manger qui bon, manger qui ba yo plus meilleure santé, puisque tout on la terre aujourd'hui ni autant maladie, moun ka souffert et puis moun ka mort, hot maladie qui ka vini par sa moun manger.
Privo ka fait parole pour moun garder ça yo ka manger.
Autant manger moun ka manger ka fait yo malade. Et puis c'est manger ça là, ça manger qui ni autant sel, manger qui ni autant sucre, manger qui ni autant graisse, manger qui ni autant viande. Comment moun préparer manger yo? Qui qualité manger yo ka gagner là yo aller gagner manger. Et puis la terre won ka voye qui c'est qualité manger ça là ça ka tuer moun. Et puis jour 50 15th of March, ça c'est mois ça là, c'est jour consumer, moun qui ka consume, moun qui ka taper produit et puis yoni pour savent qui qualité manger yo ka gagner, manger qui treat, manger qui pas encore treat, yo ni pour connaître ça yo ka gagner.
En autre nouvelle, ministre Santé en collaboration et Pédiatric Unit, l'hôpital Princess Margaret, offre encore organiser projet mondial pour faire les affaires pédiatriques. Ça fait pédiatrique qui mettait attention à ces traitements santé pour les enfants. Projet ça là qui commence en l'année 2001, c'est un projet l'Amérique qui part pour un profit et puis il y a un service en pays Caraïbes et puis Amérique centrale. Depuis le projet ça lancé en Dominique l'année 2008, on a une délégation médicale déjà un service mission en Dominique. Dr. Barack Razami visité le pays la semaine passée où il a occupé plus de 60 personnes. Les enfants qui en bas l'âge 21 l'année qui ont bénéficié en bas projet là sans power en you payer en l'argent. Quand même si le docteur pédiatrique Rhonda McIntyre est bien plaisir traitement dominicain qu'a recevoir si l'on mission là. Et puis finalement, il y a une organisation dominicaine qui vit en Amérique qui continue à assister au développement pays là. Organisation d'Ahir fait présentation bagage équipement pour le ministre de l'Éducation aujourd'hui. Présentation là prend place bon matin la content en l'occasion éducation en la Coudoué. Quand même si l'on chef officier éducation Mélina Fontaine, ministre éducation bien plaisir pour recevoir ces équipements là qui ont été distribués pour institution éducation en pays là.
Aujourd'hui, il y a une organisation, qui Dominica Health and Education Initiative, d'Ahai. Ils mènent autant de bagailles pour l'école, computer, laptop, computer, desktop, computer, éducation, resources éducation pour l'école early childhood, et primary school. Et bon matin, nous tenons une cérémonie pour hand over ces bagailles là pour l'école là. Nous remercions parce que les gens qui à l'école nous sommes contents parce que le gouvernement passe à faire nous aimons les gens qui allaient à l'école, ils sortent de l'école, ils ont fait bien, ils ont changé l'école et ils ont fait l'école vivre.
Fontaine fait parole qui ces équipements là qui allaient bien loin assister au ministre de l'Éducation.
Nous voulons savoir comment pour servir la technologie. Avec si nous avons plus de computer dans la school, parce que ce n'est pas toute l'école qui a assez de computers pour les gens qui sont là. Si nous avons plus, c'est ça nous voulons.
Mettre l'école Saint-Joe Francis à Luce, qui l'école qui bénéficie, dit un grand merci à ce compte, c'est l'école là qui bénéficie, et puis le ministre de l'Éducation en général. Mais mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nous faire pour à présent. Non moins, c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, another tip on maintaining good oral hygiene.
Real men protect children, not harm them. Under the Convention of the Rights of a child is anyone under the age of 18. And it's sexual abuse if you ask to see or touch their private parts, touch them inappropriately, show them or force them to touch your private parts, have sex with them, show them pornographic material, or deliberately let them hear or see the act of sex. Real men don't abuse children, and they don't encourage others to do it either. Be a real man. For more information, please contact these agencies. This message brought to you by UNICEF and this station.
Be sure to change your toothbrush or toothbrush head if you're using an electric toothbrush before the bristles become splayed and frayed. Not only are old toothbrushes ineffective, but they may harbor harmful bacteria that can cause infections such as gingivitis. Toothbrushes should be changed every 3 to 4 months. Sick people should change their toothbrush at the beginning of an illness and after they get well. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani. Thanks for watching.